Hi everyone, hope you are fine. In the last video we have discussed how to host our application on Firebase and then to deploy on Surge. Today we are going to deploy our same Hello World application on GitHub Pages, right? So here is my Hello World application running on localhost 3000. Okay, before deploying our React application, we will deploy some static HTML files, HTML CSS our application because React requires some additional configuration. So we will first explore a simple deployment, then we will deploy our React application. So I will create simply a new folder and then I will open this and create an HTML file. I'll do some template code and add hello world HTML application. Simply save this and let's create a repository to host this our static application. I will create a new application, new repository. We'll name it static site deployment, and we'll simply create this. Okay, let's configure git in it. Okay, I'm using the public PC because it contains other user credentials, so I will add my own credentials by git config user name, git config user email, okay. Let's add our remote URL, check the status, git add, git commit, and simply git push. Usual commands, normally you used to use this for deploying your code on GitHub. Let's refresh this. Our index application is successfully pushed on GitHub. Now let's host this application. Simply go to settings, pages, and then select your master branch because our code contains our code is on master branch. Simply save this, it will automatically host our application. One thing to be remembered, to host a static application on GitHub, your index.html file needs to be on root folder, right? It must not be on a subfolder, right? So let's refresh this. It is still blue, it will be green once it is deployed. Yeah, let's see. You can see our HTML file is successfully deployed, hosted on GitHub with my username / by my repository URL. So now let's host our React application by the same way. We'll just close this and we'll go to our previous existing example. I will open this in VS Code. Okay, it is also running on localhost. Let's see. You can see it is working on localhost. Now hello world React application is updated. Now let's deploy this to our GitHub. For this, simply you need to install a dependency called GitHub Pages. I will run npm install gh-pages --save and --dev for dev dependencies. In the meantime, it's being installed. Let's add some script to push this on our GitHub. I will add my homepage URL so that it can retrieve the right path. Okay, the homepage URL contains https:// my GitHub profile name. What is my profile name? Mr. Farhan / by my repository URL. So let's create a new repository. Simply a new and create a repository name with React React deployment and initialize. Let's add the origin. Okay, I haven't initialized the git init. Git init. I have to set my username and then my email. Okay, so now let's add the remote URL. Check the status. Okay, git add. Simply I will push this. Let's refresh this. Okay, our code is on GitHub. Now let's run add a few things. I will add the URL, complete the URL, https / my username with supporting of my repository name / my repository name. Okay, it is our home page. Now let's add a few scripts to deploy this. We will add pre-deploy script. As you know from my past videos, you have to create a build folder to host your application. We will do simply npm run build. It will be run before deployment, and the deployment command will be gh-pages -d for deployment and build for build folder. Right, that's it. Our setup is complete. Now let's run github npm deploy. Oh, sorry, npm run deploy. You can see it is creating a build, and then it will run the deploy command. You can see it is successfully published. Now let's see settings, pages. You can see it is still blue, means it is not yet published. It will be green once it's published. Let's refresh this. Wait for a few seconds. It takes a few seconds. It is still deploying. It is still deploying. Let's check the internet connection. Yep, it's good. Let's uninstall this and then install this. Okay, it is the installation is in progress. Just not allowing me to unpublish this. Okay, it's green, so let's refresh this. You can see our React application is hosted successfully. Okay, the summary of this video is, if you want to create an HTML, CSS, JavaScript file, you don't need any setup. Just push your application on GitHub and then add your master branch over there and then save. GitHub will automatically publish this. If you're using React application, you have to simply add these pre-deploy and deploy command and add your homepage URL. Homepage URL contains your username / by your repository name. You have to first install your GitHub pages, npm install GitHub gh-pages, and then add these scripts and then simply run npm run deploy. Your application will be successfully deployed on GitHub using github.io domain. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.